Hey guys, I know it's been a while, probably almost 2 months since I did the last video. Been a lot of things going on, just been really busy between anime conventions and hosting video game tournaments and trying to prepare for Chip Damage 3 coming up here actually in June. Today is actually May 31st, so I'm actually catching this at the end of this month. I haven't really got a whole lot, but what I've got is pretty solid stuff. And I apologize, I honestly don't think anybody's really looking forward to any videos from me, but I guess it's kind of nice to see some things every now and then, just to say, hey, I'm alive. These are kind of within the last 2 months, some things that I managed to pick up. I've gotten to that point where I've kind of eased off of video game collecting for a while and just sort of picking up titles here and there that I really want to play rather than just go for a full collection of something or get a full series of something. And just a lot of impulse buys on this in the last couple of months. So we're going to start off with this one I actually got at a comic convention, Shinobi 3, and I'm not sure which version this one is, if it's version 1.1 or 1.0, or whichever one has the Spider-Man and Batman cameo appearances in the games. A guy gave me a really good deal on this. I found out that it was actually a player and not just a reseller, so I got away. It is complete. Has the really clean cartridge in it and everything. And I don't have the soundtrack from data discs for this one yet. So if I like this game, I may end up trying to get that soundtrack on vinyl. So impulse buy King of Fighters 13, just simply because King of Fighters 14 is coming out soon. This is also released by Atlas. I do own this game already on the Xbox 360, but the reason for picking this up is because the art's a little bit different on this one, and I have more friends that actually play this on the PS3 than the Xbox One, so I can actually play this online. So that's the reason I got that. Oh, and also because they actually had this priced. They had two copies sitting here. This is the only one that actually had the manual inside of it. The other one did not. The other one they were asking like $25 for it, whereas this one was only $17. So I wasn't going to tell it was marked as King of Fighters 12 rather than 13, but yeah, their issue, not mine. Second impulse buy, Midway Treasures 3. I picked this one up mainly because it has Rush 2049, which is one of my favorite racers on the Dreamcast, as well as Hydro Thunder, another Dreamcast game, and Rush the Rock, the Alcatraz edition, which is the game that I play a lot when I'm at Greg's. And I figured this gave me some practice to kind of go through the levels, take my time with it. That way I can prepare for some of the races that we have at Greg's place when he has his arcade parties. Just because I'm only familiar with the first level, the easy one, and I kind of want to learn the other levels, but I don't want to. Usually at that time, I don't want to take up a lot just playing that one game and taking my time going through it. So I think, or at least I hope, this will help. There's also, let's see, Hydro Thunder, Super Off-Road, which is another little fun old game, Badlands, Race Driving, Stun Runner, and then Off-Road Thunder. So, this is just, I wanted to, and it seemed fun. It was cheap. It was only like $3 or something like that. Now, this has got a little bit of a story to it. Some time ago, last summer actually, Matt went to a garage sale and he ended up getting really lucky where a couple people had some Neo Geo Pocket Color games and gave it to him for an extremely cheap price. He's been holding them for me, and I've slowly been trying to collect the money to purchase them from him, so it's been really nice, and I finally got one from him paid off. This is the Dark Arms, which is an RPG from the Neo Geo Pocket Color, and this is complete in box. Supposedly this is one of the harder ones to find. Here's the cartridge and the manual inside here. And I'm slowly kind of gaining more Neo Geo Pocket Color games. I think at this point now I'm up to 5 or 6. 2 loose ones, the rest of them are all boxed. Matt still has another one that he's holding on to until I cough up the cash for it. So that'll be coming soon, Matt. I'm coming for it. This one, I of course needed to pick up because it's a Sega game, and it's actually one that I got on the PS3 but haven't had a chance to play it. And when they said they were releasing it on PS4, I jumped at the chance. I really want to get into this game. It's Valkyrie Chronicles, the Steelcase Edition. It hasn't even been opened yet. So this will actually be the one that I'm jumping into next, just because I really want to play this game. Probably last impulse buy, maybe. Outrun 2 for the Xbox. I used to own this game, and I ended up trading it away to somebody because at the time I needed the extra cash. I found this one for another $3, so I decided to go ahead and grab it. It is missing the Ferrari sticker on this, like my last one had, but whatever. Um, really look for it because I love the Outrun series. Uncharted 4, so really great game. I really enjoyed this one. Of course, I enjoyed the last Uncharted 3 game too. But this is, I don't have many games for my PlayStation 4, so I thought, yeah, I'll snag it. I really don't regret it. I really had a lot of fun with it. Was a really good game for me. So I don't know how much to say. You can read the reviews on that one, but I enjoyed it immensely. I really kind of sad. I'm hoping they do another Uncharted or another side Uncharted. I really enjoy those games from Naughty Dog. So this one's kind of unique. I don't pick these up often. Oni Chambera for the Wii. Matt and I stopped in at a game store in Chicago, and he was pulling, the store owner was kind of pulling out some old Wii games and marking them. He didn't have this priced yet, and I don't see this game often. I have the other two Oni Chambera games, the one for the Xbox 360 and the one that was recently released for the PS4. And I wanted to play this one, and I hardly ever see this one anymore. I don't find it at GameStop. In fact, I think the last time I tried looking, it wasn't even listed on GameStop anymore. So it's kind of become a really hard to find uncommon Wii game now. It didn't get the greatest reviews as far as I remember, and Oni Chambera isn't exactly known for its great gameplay. It's more of just a hack and slash with girls in bikinis, kind of a pervy game. But I wanted to snag it because it kind of went with the other games. So in other news, I ended up finishing the Vita collection. I now have, to date, that's the end of this month, May, because there's more coming down the line, but all the physical released Vita games. The last three that I ended up picking up were limited run games. So I got the Futuridium and the new Tasty Oddworld. I also ended up snagging the collector's edition of the Mega Tag Mention Blanc and Neptune. This basically is just a hack and slash game, kind of like a Dynasty Warriors. It felt a lot like the Neptune U, which was the other hack and slash game they had previously before this one. They seem to refine some of the mechanics in it. No clothes tearing this time. A lot more characters in it than you unlock throughout the progress as you go along. It also has online playability, which I haven't done yet. It was okay. It was very short. I ended up actually beating this game on my plane ride going to Pasco, Washington on business. And it only took me maybe 10 hours to really get through the game. It was really short. You unlock all the characters that way except for some of the support characters. It's got kind of an RPG element to it where you can increase their HP, their power, the defense, add more moves. All in all, it was kind of meh. I wasn't really impressed with it. It didn't really do anything more than what you had done. So, yeah, I know I'd give it maybe a 4 out of 10, which is kind of low. Not a must-have. If anything, I would bypass the collector's edition and just get the regular game and wait for it to drop in price, because it really wasn't worth that asking price for it originally. So, also along with that, I ended up finding a blue Vita. I have not opened this one yet. I will eventually transfer my stuff to this one just because I really like the matte finish on this compared to the glossy black that you see on most of them. This particular one too, it seems to be getting really, really hard to find. Like, it's sold out on GameStop's online store, and most GameStops no longer carry it. So thankfully, I knew some of the guys over at the GameStop locally for me, and they ended up hunting one down and having it sent to the store and holding it for me, which was really nice of them. I really appreciate that. They've really helped me out a lot with my Dreamcast hunt, holding a lot of games for me, and as they come through, knowing that I'm one of the few people who come to the store actively looking for them. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's kind of strange. I'm not sure what to think of that you're not finding the colored Vitas anymore, and even just finding a Vita system itself. Every once in a while I'll come across them, but it's just the black ones. So last thing I actually have is not really a game per se, but it has helped me with some things. This little thing. This is a Raspberry Pi 3 with a USB modem from Dell adapter. The reason for this, if any of you are into the Dreamcast scene, there's a guy I've had contact with, a really awesome guy, PC Wizard 13. I'll add a link below into the comments or to the description below his page that explains this whole thing, all the links, but this enables me to get back online with my Dreamcast. Basically, it acts as a dialer or a phone simulator of sorts that works with one that kind of connects to your network and fools the Dreamcast into thinking it's dialing out and picking up home pages. A lot of enthusiasts in the Dreamcast scene have revived more games with the Dreamcast. I think like 4x4 Revolution, of course Phantasy Star Online is still out there, Maximum Pool, Toy Soldier to a degree, and they're working on getting more. I think Unreal Tournament's still out there. There's like 5 or 6 games on the list that they had. But it's Dreamcast Talk. If you want to Google it, you'll find their website and everything that explains everything. All the downloads, all that good stuff. This maybe cost me altogether for the Raspberry Pi, the case, and the dongle probably around $60, which is cheaper than you're going to find a broadband adapter for. And if you can build a voltage dialer, there's instructions through PC Wizard's YouTube channel on how to do all that stuff. But if you want to get online, it's probably the easiest way to do it and cheapest way to do it these days. So that's really fun, and I have been streaming some of that stuff on the Sega Addicts site, also playing some Dreamcast games in HD. So that's it. I mean, not a whole lot. That's it. So I'm currently working on building a new bookcase that I got for my Vita games, because right now they're all just kind of piled on the floor and taking up room. It's kind of a mess. So, but eventually maybe I'll get to kind of showing that off. But yeah, that's it. We'll see what happens next month. More Vita games coming down the line, and we'll see if I end up picking up a few more odds and ends here. Again, for the most case, though, I've pretty much backed off of really chowing down into getting games, chowing, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of easing off for now. So, whatever. Anyway, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you next time, whenever that'll be. Thanks.